Hi friends. I can't find the thingy for my tripod to what is it even called? To screw it in to hook up to the tripod. I can't find that thing. So I'm just gonna have to hold you. It's gonna be very intimate. We're doing our week 2 check-in. It is April 15th, 2025, 9:28 a.m. So I did do all my morning pages this week. I didn't really go on an artist date. I mean, I did read a lot and I did draw and stuff, but I wouldn't say that and I even crocheted a little bit yesterday, which that felt more like a date because I actually was drawing and stuff. I wasn't alone though, so I wouldn't call it a date. I did do things alone. I do a lot of things alone. Like yesterday I ran errands, but again, wouldn't call that a date. So yeah, we're just gonna put that I didn't do it. And there were quite a bit of things that I discovered that a lot of people close to you get really triggered with your growth, and they talk about that in the book. And so yeah, that's just my biggest takeaway. We're gonna set y'all down from this. So yeah, I mean, I'm ready for the day. I'm ready to go to the gym. I think one of the discoveries is that and I know this, that I should be doing more yoga. I know this, and I don't spend more time doing it. There used to be a point in my life where I was doing yoga multiple times a day. I would do it, and this was whenever I was working from home. I would be at the desk. I'd do yoga around, I think whenever I woke up, a little bit at lunchtime, and then right before bed. I love doing yoga before bed. It's very, very relaxing. It helps me just unwind. Crazy that we're entering week 3 because pretty soon we'll be entering week 5, and that's whenever I stopped. So I did draw, which was really nice. Yesterday, here's some of my doodles. Kind of blocking them. But again, they don't need to be anything perfect. They don't need to be anything super amazing, but it does feel nice to just be putting things onto paper. I am a paper gal. I did go to the dollar store yesterday, so I guess that's a little bit of a date. And I got myself a notepad because I used to be so good at staying organized with physical things, and then over time with planners and stuff, in COVID, I just stopped using them. So I'm gonna try to slowly switch back to paper. Bro, I have my other tripod in the car, so I don't know where this part is. It's probably my backpack. It's a busy day for me. I have a lot to do. So we just gotta get to it. Hi friends, it is still Tuesday. This is basically the end of the day. I did a face mask, took a shower, I'm ready for bed. I did my readings, and we're just gonna ignore the mess that is this. I did draw a little bit. So I did all the readings, and I basically started on the assignments. Yay, go you, Gabby. But it honestly made me really emotional reading this chapter, and things were coming back to me as I was reading it. And basically, it just made me so one of the things is what makes me feel weird about this recovery. And what I had written previously is unknown feelings, and what I wrote now is I'm scared. And I think a big part of it is just not knowing where it's going to take you. Kind of like that feeling of being I don't know, I guess afraid of your own potential is kind of what it feels like. It's just uncertainty. It's I have no idea where this is going to lead me. I know what it's making me come to terms with. But yeah, I mean, I truthfully am just a little scared. And it was nice to read back on my old answers. I wrote that my favorite childhood game was this thing I would do with my siblings. So we had tile floor growing up, and we would get these giant comforters. My brother would put us on it, my sister and I, and he would just drag us around the house, and it was always so much fun just being dragged around on this blanket. And I did it maybe a year or 2 ago with my sister, and I just remember it being so much fun even as adults. And it was hard for me. Like, one of the things was like, describe 5 traits you liked in yourself as a child. And for me, a lot of it was just like, I got good grades, I was a good student. I tried drawing Piplup. I freehanded it, and one of the markers like gave out, and so Piplup turned a little green. What did I like about myself as a child? One of the things I wrote is that I was curious. I had big dreams. I remember telling a cousin of mine that I felt like I was one of my idols, like reincarnated, and they laughed at what I said. But I truly feel like some of my idols, I have pieces of them within me, and I've seen all their potential and what they could do, and I do feel like pieces of them live inside of me, and maybe that is what can be really overwhelming sometimes, because I can feel like their energies and all that they've had to go through. On to week 3. I feel like the more that we get into it, the harder it's going to be. Maybe harder is not the word, more challenging. But I mean, that's the point. So I can't stop. It's kind of like 75 hard. Like, you just got to keep going. You got to push through, and you're going to come out stronger at the other end. And it is like therapy. It's just like a lot of like healing, a lot of trying to remember things, but whoa, it's kind of draining. So I'm gonna go finish my blockadoku. Didn't finish that for today, and just unwind in bed. I just hit my hour time limit on social media. Hasta mañana. I'm up. I'm ready for the gym. I'm gonna get started on my morning pages, and yeah, lots to do today. And sorry if you hear Bulu. His paws are just so big, so well, that and his nails are long. So we're going to do our morning pages. I'm going to have some breakfast. I have some cherry berry yogurt and some banana. I haven't tried the banana in it. I just feel like this yogurt, it don't have no sugar, so sometimes I feel like it needs sugar. So I normally just put granola in it, but I've been wanting to make my own granola. So I guess let's try it with the banana. Not revolutionary, but not bad. I think I need to make granola because I like that crunch, you know what I mean? That like smoothie, crunchy combo. I've been doing morning meditations, and I'll be half asleep doing them, but it's been nice. But I think I do want to spend some time today actually like getting into a meditative state and just like clearing my mind. It's been a while since I've like sat and meditated for a while. Just trying to stay positive. I was feeling like insecure about my skin earlier, but those are like very brief moments, and it's like I just can't sit here and stop myself from leaving the house or doing things because of like something so minor and like doesn't define me, and most people don't even look at that stuff or acknowledge it anyways. So whew. A lot of breakthroughs that we're experiencing. Hi friends, if you hear a lot of crunching, it's Miko crunching papers, and I don't even know what he's doing. I was up at around 3 because my boo gets up early for work and like to go to the gym and stuff, and I decided to do my brain games. I think the only one I didn't do was my Duolingo, but it's like I couldn't go back to bed till around like 5 just because I'm a light sleeper. And so yesterday I didn't end up doing any more of the artist way. I basically I started watching North of North, and then I did, go to the gym. I did edit the TikTok about my brows. Mostly edited that. I feel like I did something else. He's trying to, you can get in there. Wants to get inside my jacket. Look, cozy. I made spaghetti, protein pasta for dinner. I decided to start tracking my foods again, so then we can kind of see what the calorie deficit looks like for me. I originally was going to start posting these vlogs on Thursdays, but it seems like that's going to probably be pushed back just because it's Easter weekend and I am going to be busy. So it's kind of tough, honestly, with episodes being released on Mondays. Miko's little nose. Let me try to take a picture that way I can show y'all. He looks so cute. Yeah, so it's kind of tough just because like since it is me doing everything, I basically spend my weekends working, which is fine. It just, I sometimes just can't relax because I have like stuff in the back of my mind, like this is what I got to do. So that's why if you ever notice like typos or just imperfections, one, I'm human, two, it's a lot for somebody to do. You know, it is a lot of work. It's work. I did draw. I've been posting more of my drawings. I was getting in my head like, nobody's gonna like this, and it's just like, oh, that's not the point. The point is like, I drew it because I wanted to, and then like hopefully it does, you know, make somebody smile. Like I was drawing something about the essentials, and I was gonna draw like a vibrator in there, like just to be funny, but I was like, I don't know. I think I just sometimes worry about like what my what my family will think, even though I know that I shouldn't care. You know, like I see like artists just post literally whatever they want, and it's just like, you know, like new drawings that they do, and it's like, it's cool, and I'm just not at that point yet. But I do have my brekkie, and we gotta do my morning pages. So I have the vanilla Chobani yogurt with a strawberry in there. Did I put two? I think I put 2 strawberries in here. So vanilla is so good. It's very thick and creamy. So morning pages. I already washed the dishes. It's shoulder day. So shoulder chest. I have big TGs. And he's so cute. You need to come into the vlogs more. People want to see you be cutie pie. Never let your cat just smell stuff. I just let me go smell things. The only thing he's ever tried to eat was I made like a Chipotle bowl at home. And obviously like I'm a dairy girl when it comes to like cheese, sour cream. I started liking cottage cheese. Like I just love it. When I get up and this man, I look over and he's eating out of my bowl. I was like, really, dude? So now I just let him smell things. So he can feel like he's a little chef, like a part of it. Do you have anything you want to say to the vlog? Very nice. Yes, thank you. He's so cute. You hold my hand? He likes to hold my hand. You holding my hand? Nico, that's embarrassing. Been playing with the yarn a little bit. I let him. He's not hurting nobody. We just trimmed his nails too. And by we, I mean not me. Okay. See you later, vlog. He's winking. Okay, inspiration struck April 17th, 3:06 p.m. I ask myself, why do I even bother anymore? Why does getting out of bed feel like a chore? I wonder when I'm gone, will anybody notice that this brown-eyed girl just couldn't anymore? It may sound sad, but this is what I want. Can't help someone who doesn't help themselves. Works like a charm. See, to my loved ones, I wouldn't do any harm. The bell's been ringing, must be the alarm. Time to wake up and get back to reality. Oh shit, I'm awake. I just thought it was a dream. I put a pillow over my mouth. Can you hear me scream? Been wishing for better times. That's just between you and me. Picture the guitar. Bum, 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 bum. I really struggle with writing songs, but lately, like, my For You page has been just like a lot of music, and then you kind of just realize that like writing music doesn't have to have structure. Like, it can literally just be poetry. And I'm getting chills because like that's a harsh reality to come to terms with, that like art doesn't need to look the way that you've been taught. Like, I kept convincing myself, like, there's Miko hair all over the mic. I kept convincing myself that like I needed to go to art school, that like people wouldn't like my art because I don't know much about shadows, I don't know much about this, blah blah blah. But it's like, one, you can learn these things, two, but there's no right or wrong way to do it. So like I'm really, really happy with that. Like, if give me the guitar. Like, it's over for you guys. Completely over. Oh my gosh. It was a little bit darker. Sometimes it's hard to read my handwriting. It's literally just like scribble, scribble, scribble. Because I'm like... Then I had a revelation earlier that my handwriting is a blend between like my parents. My mom writes like really big and bubbly, and like my dad kind of writes like slanted and like in cursive. And so like my handwriting is kind of a blend of theirs, because I kind of write like regular but like in cursive at the same time, and I write kind of big. Whew. It's a wrap, y'all. It's a wrap. Week 3 of the Artist Way. Week 3 fingers, Gabby. Week 3 of the Artist Way. And I even woke up with a movie idea in my head. I was writing the script to the movie and all this stuff. Ignore the mess on the desk. But that's not just because of the Artist Way. I do think it's opening up that vessel again, but I do think that that like connection has been there since I started the book, because I do think that that book, along with 75 Hard, along with The Power of Now, and like Simple Abundance, other books that I've read, are also reasons why this channel has opened for me. But I feel like it's opening up like much faster now. I'm writing a lot more of my ideas down. Before it would just be like, I'll wake up and I'll remember the song. I'll wake up and I'll remember the plot to this movie. I'll wake up and I'll remember these things. And then I'll wake up and then I'm like, nope, not there in my brain anymore. Because that's whenever I have like the, I guess like most like random spurts of ideas is like right before bed in the shower when I'm waking up, which is kind of what they say happens like whenever you're driving, stuff like that. Like doing like ordinary tasks for some reason just like helps your creative brain flow. I don't know if it's because it's like trying to keep your mind active, or like, I don't know, it's just where like a lot of intuitive hits come from. So all right, y'all, it is Friday, April 18th, 10:16, one of my angel numbers. So let's take a deep breath. I meditated this morning. I woke up to my period, so I decided to just like take a shower, and then I have some breakfast. I have some overnight oats. They're okay. They were given to me, and they're like pre-prepped, and I think it's caramel flavor, and it's, I don't know, it's not my favorite, but we're just gonna eat it. And then I put half of a banana in there. I'm going to get started on my morning pages. I'm not sure if I'll go to the gym. If anything, I might just do some yoga at home. I just kind of feel like resting today. And I do feel like getting some more work done. So I think that might be what the plan is for now. But my legs are sore because I've been going on the bike basically every day for anywhere from like 20 to like 40 minutes. And damn, like it's a workout. And I did stay up late last night till about midnight finishing Part of Your World. So sad, dude. I was crying, like boohoo crying, like sobbing. Like it just, there's something about Abby Jimenez's writing that I don't know if it's just like maybe the topics that she talks about are just like so relatable to me, because she, like, this book specifically tackled like depression, like verbal abuse, that kind of stuff. And so it just feels like it struck a chord in me in such a very different way. Like I could relate a lot to the characters. And so I was just like, like crying. Anybody notice that this brown-eyed girl just couldn't anymore? The song I wrote yesterday is stuck in my head. Hi friends, what we are going to do is ignore the mess, because I was in the middle of stripping the bed sheets and then I was like, I haven't done my morning pages. I slept in a lot because we stayed up late last night to watch Sinners, and I was very nervous because it was like a horror movie. I did have to close my eyes because it did get a little gory, but for the most part I'm like, this is fake, you know, all that good stuff. And I feel much better. I had taken yesterday off from the gym, and I was tempted to go, and even today I'm tempted to go. I'm gonna see how the day unfolds, but it was just really nice to like take a day off and to like kind of just do what I needed to do and still have a lot of time to like decompress, because when you are on your period, at least for me, the first like day or two, very rarely the first 3 days, or even sometimes leading up to it, like the week before, I'll start to get back pain, or like, you know, just you don't feel like yourself. And that's kind of like what was happening. It's just I'm like, like physically, I wasn't really feeling like myself. I could already tell I was getting more emotional than I usually am, which says a lot because I'm emotional. But morning pages, here we go. Hello, friends. We have a very special guest for today's morning. How are you doing today? And what are your plans for today for Easter? Taking a bath, I see. Well, friends, it is, what day is it? Sunday, April 20th. Happy 420, Miko. And how are you going to celebrate 420? He said illegal activities. I started on the vlog for week 1, which is crazy because we're going to start week 4 this week. But I'd rather be like that far ahead. It's just also a lot of footage. I didn't really realize, I guess, like how much I really have been filming. I feel like the first week I had some momentum, and now I've been getting kind of like lazy in terms of like taking y'all out with me and stuff like that. But yeah, we're just going to start on these morning pages and then get started on all of the other projects that we have going on. He's so cute. I don't know if I've formally introduced this little man, but his name is Miko. You say hi, Miko. Him say hi. He loved to hang it out. We call this room Miko's room because he's convinced that it's his room. Like, the bed is his, like, everything in here is his, because, I mean, look at the way he's laying. That man is comfortable. I dreamt a song. I woke up with another song in my head. The one that I dreamt of, I was like, I'll remember it in the morning, and then I didn't. But it was a really cool dream, really interesting. And then yesterday I wrote 2 songs. Yeah, so it's been kind of interesting to find that flow again, because I used to, in college, have songs come to me all the time while I was driving. I mean, my voice, like notes app, voice memo, voice recorder, whatever, has so many freaking songs and just like beats and stuff. And so it's kind of fun to have that be coming back to me. Have you ever tried this one? Miko is taking his bath. He taking his bath. He say bath time. What we are going to do is ignore the mess, because I was crocheting yesterday. My niece basically crocheted some bags for Easter, and then I was like, I should crochet a bag. So instead of finding an easy pattern, the pattern was one that had like a flower and stuff, and honestly, it was they didn't even give you a pattern to read, which I prefer. It's a tutorial that I'm following, but I had to learn a new stitch, and I don't know how I feel about it, but we're still working on the flower, and then it'll eventually turn into a bag. Hopefully this is something that I actually finish, because I have the tendency to not finish projects, and so then I have random granny squares, random types of yarn, and unfinished projects. So I'm going to try to make it a goal of like finishing a project. I was going to say once a week, but now thinking of all the creative things that I'm doing, I don't know if that's a little too much. Maybe like once a month I finish a project. It's just one of those things where like then you lose a tutorial, you forget where you were, and so I need to like actually try to prioritize finishing that. And then I started working on the vlog for week 1, which is crazy because tomorrow we start week 4. And damn, it's a lot of footage. You know, I was like, fuck, it's a lot of footage. I'm not sure, like, I think the first week I was like, let's get a lot of footage. And then now it's just kind of like a little bit more fast paced every day, because I don't really get as much B-roll. But I did write a couple songs yesterday. which was cool. I wrote one on the phone with my mom because I called her. Sunday morning, coffee pouring, rain outside the window. I sit here and wonder what life would be like if you were here. Not a day goes by where I don't think of you, and I wonder what my boy in baby blues is doing in heaven. I fall to my knees and pray for you and me to reunite someday, because this hole in my heart can't seem to heal. Please take my pain away. This one was more country. I'm trying to remember how it goes. I tattooed sacrifice on me just to show what it takes out of me. Being away from home sure can make me feel all alone. They say you follow your dreams, but it ain't so easy to do when a part of your heart feels split into two. Oh boy, what do I do? Just keep following your dreams. Home will always be there. That's the last one. I'm not sure if I like it. Alrighty. We are on to the morning pages. We're going to go to the gym. I didn't go Friday. I was tempted to go yesterday, but I think I was just like, I just want to create. I did hop on Valorant, which was like so random. I haven't played in, I don't even know how long. I might have jumped on like a Spike Rush game like 6 months ago or something. And I was like, fuck, this is scary. And then I saw like there was so many new agents and just like new things. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. So I just played a couple like custom games, just like playing around, like 1v1ing. And your girl won, period. It'd been a while. And this person, it was like one of their maybe first or second times playing. So like, you know, let's not get too carried away, okay? Because we probably gonna be humbled real quick. It might be time for me to cut my nails. They're this long right now. I think it just might be time. They honestly grow back pretty fast. Like this is probably like maybe a month and a half of not cutting them. I'm surprised they haven't chipped with all the like spring cleaning I've been doing, everything. But playing the ukulele, like it's just your nails will hit the chords. So I was like, oh, I could just get lesbian nails and then just like have like these three be clipped. I can't do it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna personally like the way it looks.
See you all in week 4. Thanks for watching.